okay, for attendance, and please don't change your name to other name because attendance is supposed to be marked. Thanks, Liang Ning. Okay, and of course you can bring your birds. My dog is not available here today. Okay, yes, put in your Chinese your name there and on your camera if possible. Okay, so wait.
Joe.
Yes.
What do you mean by birds?
No. This Yipo got one very cute canary, but yeah, that's you.
Yipo, can you bring out your bird, please?
Okay, can you mute your mic? I just want to see your face, Harry, and you should, okay, don't mind. If not, you put your name there and for attendance purpose, because I need to show it to my boss, all right? Then after that, you can just change it to other wallpapers. Okay, you sure? Are you ready to on your face? Can we start now? Yishu and Liang Ning, are you ready? Thank you. How about Yishu? Can you on? Just to show a few seconds that you are there. It's just like the marking attendance. Yeah, Yipo, come over. Thank you. Don't be shy, Yishu. I can't see your face. I only see your camera. Okay. Thank you. All right. In 3, 2, 1, we shall start now.
See my face. Like that.
Okay. Can. 好，我们就现在开始。Okay, Yufan, I am very happy to share, if you don't mind, in your draft. Liang Ning has already started last week, okay, and today's lessons is a bit a lot of things to share. So when I say serious, please pay attention. Please pay attention on that, okay? Right? So let's go. First, I just want to cover today's lesson here. It shows about what we're going to do. All right. We're going to do about fish spot. What is fish spot about? We're going to talk about what is the character setting. And then so we're going to go through the homework, okay, later. And then we are going to talk about good characters. Now, before that, I would like to go through one of our classmates' essay. It's not very good. To me, it's super good, in my opinion. Okay, not many students follow the instruction like that. I'm very surprising the online students are very proactive, very good. Okay, so let me share with this student, Yifan, okay? Yifan, you don't mind, huh? Don't be shy, okay? Now, when Yifan was putting these classrooms, canteen, and library, and then about hydrils, and then you use flower, huh? So, and lotus, Lianhua, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, and EL1 teachers and classmates. So these are the characters. So before I read your essay, all right, I roughly know what are the characters going to be involved in the story. And of course, the atmosphere, very good. You can have happy, fear, angry, sad, elated, agony, all this here, wheel of the time. And then, okay, that is what I want to see all of you. Next, before Chinese New Year, can you all please, all of you, 6 of you or 7 of you, I can't remember, give me one big 红包好吗? That is, Yifan 已经给我一个大红包了. One big one. That is this essay. Seriously, thank you so much. I really enjoyed like Liang Ning, Yifan, and also Yishi, right? Correct me if Yishi, the Chinese songs and all these things. Really enjoying it. Please, you're here to learn. You're here to share. Okay, Yishi, can you change your earpiece? No problem. Okay, right. So we are here to share. We are here to learn. Don't be shy. Okay, just let me mark. By the way, Yifan, when I'm marking your essay that time, it was about 11 plus p.m. Seriously. So auntie, my wife was saying, 你在这么晚为什么不要睡觉? 我说我在改作业. I'm marking this paper. I was like, to be honest, the last part, it was very touching for me, especially the ending. In flashback, I told you already, this is the part I want the 6 of you to really touch the heart of the examiner. I don't want to keep repeating again. After Liang Ning will say, Uncle, this is the 6th time you're telling me this girl story. Okay, so let's go through. The ending is a good ending. So you can add this, Yufan. You can say all wells that ends well. All right? Okay? And at the same time, this is how you, okay. 哥哥不用写到这么长. Okay, don't mind. Sometimes I will speak a bit Mandarin. That I need to improve my Mandarin because now my whole family usually speak English. It's only my younger son who can't speak Chinese very well. For example, strawberry is 草莓，对吗？ Right, 草莓 right? 他就会讲草莓很臭。Then 屋子 right? 屋子 house right? 他就讲屋子。我就跟他讲 daddy 我 daddy 给屋子吗？错啊。
你刚说屋子，
哦，好，屋子，好，对不起，那我就跟他讲，我给你6只、7只好吗？屋子。So I'm learning my Mandarin as well. 谢谢你，医师。All right, I love Chinese a lot. Seriously, I am. Okay, now Yifan and the rest of you pay attention. When you're doing the rhythm, the draft, you need not have to write so long. Okay, the only things for the paragraph you can say a mother started to tell her daughter a story once upon a time. 就可以了哈，Yifan，就是只是单单写一个 sentence, one sentence 12 to 15 words。然后那个内容在那个 paragraph 你就把它等一下写下来。Yifan, sorry because I'm using 2 computers, so I can see you. Yifan, did you receive the latest essay that Mark I sent back to you? Did you receive it, Yifan? 没有啊 Seriously? You didn't receive this one You didn't receive this one? Did you receive this one? 有啦，你不要吓我啊，有还是没有？I can't hear you. I can't see you. I can't. You 还是没有 Thumbs up if you have. Thumbs down you don't have. Okay, never mind. You don't have, never mind. It's okay. I think I sent it to you. Don't have I remember I sent to you, Lei. After Mark already, I quickly send to you. Or if not, you can. I will send it to the WeChat to the auntie there. Then you can get it from there. Or alternatively, I'll send you to your email. Okay, you need to read through the. Okay, I use my tablet's pen to mark. I'm not iPad one. I'm very anti-iPad, so I'm using the other way. So sorry. So you just write the first sentence of each paragraph will do. Okay. So I don't want to go through with this one. Okay, for paragraph 2, you can say one day their English teacher came in to change their seat. 就是这样可以了。So the inside, the details you can write just like that, no? It's correct. That's right. You don't need to write too many sentences. Now, please, guys, in your exam, do not spend too much time doing all this here. Okay, Ishak, you can hear me, You change your earpiece already,
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So you do not need to spend. The purpose of doing this here is to enforce, enhance, and ensure the 3E. That you are able to get the details. So 当你去 exam 的时候，在考试的时候 during your battle, okay, during your O level or your exam, you are able to have a lot of information inside. Okay, so thank you. Let's move on to paragraph 3. Although they both dislike each other, okay, the day is, you must be specific, Yifan. You must say the 两个女生的名字, okay, if you can. All right, so it will be better to say that. Then you say Lotus, desk mate, yes, okay. 就是隔壁坐在隔壁的对吗 Side by side one, okay. I'm not sure now you all can sit side by side because of COVID-19. Okay, so ignore that thing. So paragraph 4. So Hydria.
I'm still sitting side by side with my classmate.
Can man? I thought must be 1 meter, my dear.
Not really. And the primary school, right? It's the exam format. You know, the 1 meter distance.
It's very funny, Liang Ling, since you mentioned,
But then for my secondary school, right? It's split into 4 groups, right? And then the whole class, like 35 people, right?
In a class.
Yep.
And I thought.
And then 4 groups, and then 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Each group have like 2 rows.
But very funny, in the class. Wait, never mind, Liang Ling. I see, the government say 8% in the dinner or table or things like that, but the classroom got 30 over students. Isn't it very funny? Okay, so sometimes I don't know what to say, but I really respect the 6 of you. You have to put on your mask whole day from morning all the way to afternoon. I tell you, I rather don't put the mask. I put the oxygen tank better. So sometimes my face, 2天我没有刮胡子I look like a caveman. There's one time I got chicken pox. I did not shave. The moment I look at the mirror, 我被自己吓到. How come you got this beardly man in front of me? And I shaved my hair botak that time. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. So finally, so we have the last paragraph. Okay, 记住. Okay, 6位宝贝, 6 of you, remember, whether you're set 1 or set 2 or 3 or 4, the conclusion is the most important. All right, you need to draw, and really, okay, I'm not sure of the other 5 whether you agree later. I'm going to read the essay. Okay, so just like that, they both learned. Okay, so we just move on. This is our dear friend. Okay, Yifan, next time when you hand in the homework, please don't underline, Ken. Oh, don't underline, because after underline, my eyes like that. Okay, just kidding. Okay, now let me read the essay. Sorry about those marking here. Please do not interrupt. I'm going to read through, okay? This is how our dear friend, let's quickly go out again. This is how my dear friend here who do the draft, putting all the details, just a quick look. This is how it is. So he's going to use all these skeletons informations. All right. And I expect all of you to do like this for your future essay. All right. By right, Yifan, you're supposed to give me 3 drafts. 就是3个不同的故事. All right. Then 从那个3个不同的故事, 3 different drafts, you choose one of the best. So that every time when you do an essay, you got 3 drafts, that means you're getting more and more information. A mother started to tell a story to her daughter. Once there was 2 girls, their names were Hydras and Lotus, and they both studied in primary 5 and in the same class. Short, sweet, and simple introductions. Okay, this is where you may want to add on, and this is how the story goes. Is to hook the reader. Hydra was an active girl. She was kind and nice. Well done. You use 2 adjectives. For goodness sake, from now on, you don't say she was kind. Always use 2 or 3 adjectives. All right, remember that. Okay, she likes to make friends. She just came to class without 3 days. It's less than a month. Okay, without 3 days, this is what you convert in Chinese. 不到3天. Okay, 她到了学校不到1个月就认识了很多新朋友. But in English, we change it different way. She just came to the class less than a month or within a month. She has a lot of friends. Write down how you find. So this is something to add on, okay? You are putting all this, sorry, this is not to pinpoint and say that this student's stupid. By the way, please do not, I think Liang Ning, you know, right? That day we do in the SC, our set 1, right, Liang Ning? Remember, don't use word stupid, idiot, or BITC, you know what word, huh? Or don't use the all these words seriously. I'm very serious.
But then you just say this guy is mentally challenged and unable to do complex tasks.
Who? Who is the guy? Who is the guy? Okay, let me go ahead and mute my mic, please. So guys, do not use all these words because the Cambridge examiner will not like it. So I got student ask me, sorry, Liang, I have to repeat it for the class. What about bloody hot Sunday? The word bloody actually is not wrong because last time in the old social study in Set 3, they used the bloody Sunday for the Northern Ireland's riot thing. So there are some Christian who cannot take it. I told you before, right? What I taught in a international school, the students say, Mr. Sean, that student say vulgarity. What vulgarity? He say, can I go shit? He's not supposed to go say shit. He must say, can I go poo-poo? Then what about go to urine? Then you must say, can I go pee-pee? 我的妈呀.
Go poo will be, can I please go excrete my solid waste?
Yes, waste compound, WC. No, it's so particular. So Mr. Sean, he is saying vulgarity. I say, shit is not vulgarity. So I cannot take it, no? There are some people who are very sensitive to this kind of words. So I'm so sorry. But remember, do not use the word stupid. Do not use the word dumb. Do not use the word idiot. Always change the word like, he is not intelligent. He is not good. That would be, okay? That would be good, all right? Okay, let me move on. So remember, do not use that. Where am I? Almost all the students in the class were already, sorry, even I can't read my handwriting, were already her friends, not were her friend already. 就是当作他们的朋友已经 something like that, okay? But Hydras had a big problem in her learning. Or instead of changing the problem, you can change it as a big issue. That would be good, as a challenge in her learning. All right, so nothing wrong with big problem. I'm just giving a suggestion. Her attitude is no good. Well done. Hydras could not focus on the study. When the teacher was teaching, she always started stare at the blackboard. Now we don't call blackboard already. We will call it whiteboard more, okay? All right, sure. Oh, I'm so sorry, your bird had to go away. Bye, 主人，我要回去休息了。妈咪不肯放在我那边，跟我一起洗耳动听。Please put me back. I want to learn also. Can animal cannot learn? I'm so sorry. I'm just get distracted from that. All right. So thank you. So could not focus the study when. That's a good thing when you're on the camera. I can see it. It's okay. No, you want to put the snake or put the what? I don't care. All right. So Yifan, the sentence I put there, long sentence, 4 commas. Realize I circle the 4 commas. Do not do that, huh? All of you, not just Yifan, do not do that, please. 12 to 15 words. The more comma you put, what happened if the whole sentence got 1 or 2 mistakes? Good luck to you. You'll get penalized. I'm not sure your teacher told you that. No. Just remember that. And it's good to learn 12 to 15 words for your summary writing in English. 记住, huh? And then next time when you study in JC or university or things like that, okay, your professor will not like to read this kind of long sentence unless you tell me you are embarking in the law faculties, then you will write all these things, then your professor will be, you love it. Okay, as far as concerned, please do not have too many commas there. So I move on quickly. I just jump. Okay, it was because she wanted to finish it faster and could not go. Also, okay, you want to complete the word faster. Okay, you want to complete the word faster as here. Then remember, okay, so you can see the comma here. So ideally, you will put it. So if you can, Yifan, up to you, huh? I leave it to you. You don't need to hand it to me and the same piece of work. Up to you. When you have received this homework, my advice to you, Yifan, is to write it down. 写下来。然后就从那边慢慢的去改 amend it and change it into proper sense, and then keep it in this. So next time when you read, you can copy some of idea in your future essay. All right, okay, Yifan, can All right, let's move on. So Lotus was a girl. So now the first paragraph we talk about here. So now Lotus was a girl who always putting a serious look. Okay, it's a very stern look if you want to say that. Okay, and was totally different from Hydra. So it was a 2 different personality. She was very hardworking and disciplined girl, and she put her effort in the work. So you see the 2 contrasting girl. Well done. So who is the protagonist? Who is the antagonist? Okay, 哪一个是好人，哪一个是坏人? So you leave us in a loop. So sometimes doesn't mean Hydra will be a bad girl, Lotus will be a good girl, no? Okay, that is what I'm very interested to read on. This is where you catch the reader attentions. Teachers often praise her in front of the class. 可能她是狐假虎威，可能她是挂羊头卖狗肉. You just pretend to be nice, you know, very hypocrite and putting on a mask, not the mask, the mask, cover the face. Okay, and where am I? She was very okay. However, Lotus disliked having to make friends, so she's kind of very introvert. 内向. She's taught spending her precious time mingling, so spelling mistake. Oh yeah, take note. If an essay is more than 5 spelling mistakes, for example, my younger son, until today, he can't even spell because. Your A and your U always opposite. So yeah, I know, okay. I got problem when I write the words on a whiteboard. I can't spell the words. No, I got dyslexia also. I feel like I got dyslexia. 就是那个字 cannot write. Just imagine, Yibo, you write your name on your forehead.
Same.
Who is the one say same?
Me. Yes.
It's okay. Lee Kuan Yew 总理 Lee Kuan Yew also got dyslexia, okay? So don't take this. Yes, seriously. You can Google it. Okay? Surprisingly.
I'm not sure if my problem is the same, but it's like I can read the words, I can say the words, but I cannot spell it.
It's normal. It's okay. Some words sometimes. I got one time example, okay? How to spell apple? My students, excuse me, you're English teacher, you can't spell apple. I just suddenly pop. It's there. Okay? I don't like
half year to train me to write because.
It's okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, then I need to tell my son, say, got this Gokor, also got very determined to write. So don't worry, okay? It took me a while also to write certain words, like Chinese word. It took me about 6 months or a year last time to practice a Cantonese song, okay? So don't worry. So sometimes you just put your name here, write Yi Bo or Yi Shi. You know, that is how the D and the B opposite. So don't worry about that, okay? Don't worry. So carry on. So Yifan, let's go. Okay, don't remember I canceled the word. Spend all the time spend all the time in company with her stupid friends mixing. Don't use the word stupid. No, it's okay. It's okay. 不要怕羞, it's okay. At least you make the mistake here, you fail here. And can you imagine? I don't like teachers. Some of my students come to me and say, my teacher shame me in front of the class. My teacher say this one. This guy, example, Liang Ning, you don't mind, I take you as an example. This Liang Ning, write this kind of essay. These things, how can you do that? I hate to do that. I would rather praise my student in front of class than to shame the student in the class. Okay, can you imagine? I always tell my colleagues or teachers, can you imagine the principal shame you in front of the whole school? You are the lousy and stupid teacher. Nobody likes kids. Seriously. You don't do this kind of things here. And I'm not shaming anybody here. I'm just saying don't use the word stupid. Maybe you can change her friends who are not as capable, as intelligent as her. Then 你可以加多一点字，对吗？ Because sometimes you have to write about 350 to 400 words. So instead of word stupid, 你可以说 has not clever, it's not as clever as here. 这样不是更多字了，对不对？ Then 如果你要做 summary 的话 then you change the word is not intelligent, not capable. Okay, so remember that. So it's okay, all right? I'm not shaming everybody here. And please, none of you are supposed to say, "Walao, Liang Ning, you were so stupid one, you write all this stuff thing. Oh, you fan, you po." No. We are not here to yeah. No worry, Liang Ning. Okay, you're always the one of my best assistant helping me. Really, like that day you asked me, Uncle, can you please tell the class about why and how, right? Well done. Huh? Okay, let's move on. Okay, one day, the English teacher, instead of one day, maybe you can change the word the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, apparently, basically, concurrently, or eventually, something like that. Make it your English more profound. That's what the purpose of coming for creative writing. Okay, all right, but nothing wrong in one day. Okay, or you can say out of the blue. Anyone know about this word out of the blue? Why not pink? Why not green? Why not out of the rainbow? Why not be out of the underwear? Oops, sorry, skip my tongue. Yeah, I caught your attention, Yipo. Okay, out of the blue 就是突，一般 I hope I pronounce correctly 啊，突然间还是忽然间呢？是突然还是忽然呢？
都一样，都可以。
两个可以啊。哇 ，I'm so clever. Okay, thank you. So, out of the blue 就是out of the sudden. Okay, so use word like that to impress, to express, so that you're not depressed and so not so stressed. To impress your teacher, you see, I can use bombastic English. Okay, where am I? Okay, so okay, this okay. Now listen, if I would give you one tick means good. If I got two tick means very good. So take note of this sentence, Yifan. 这些 sentence got double tick 呢，你就可以把它写下来在一本书里面，然后以后你可以用到。Seriously, trust me. Okay, that's how I learned my English when I was young. Okay, my mom can't afford to pay me for tuition. This is how I copycat from others. You know, a lot of people say, sorry, I know this is recording. A lot of people say Japanese like to copy things. So it looks like I'm the Nihonjin desu. Okay, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. A bit Japanese, it sounds like Japanese. Okay, so this is how I teach. I'm sorry, guys. So let's move on to see the two ticks here. I want to mention, Lotus, can you please sit down next to Hydra? Because Hydra English is so weak. I need you to help Hydra in her learning. Say the teacher with firm voice. Why firm voice? Of course, firm. Liang Ning, you better finish your drink first. If not, I say already, then 你的 Milo 全跑出来了. Okay, because you're going to you can, because it's so firm boy, like you cannot like that, right? Lotus, can you please sit next to Hydra? Because Hydra's English is so weak. I need you to help Hydra in her learning. 我跟你讲哦，对咯，你不要喝先啊，然后你 okay. So you must be a firm voice. You must be Lotus. Can you please sit next to Hydra? So 因为那个老师要 must be firm， 就是因为 Hydra 的英文不好 ，right? So this is the reason. Say it with a firm voice. So you all laugh, right? So funny. So unless you say teacher with a funny voice, then you can read like that lah. Lotus, can you please? Or you better still you can rap. Lotus, can you please sit next to Hedriel? Because Hedriel English is so weak. Okay, stop. Thank you. All right, let's move on. Okay, so Hedriel, you can say it in this way that Lotus noted in an ugly face and the teacher did not notice that. How do you show ugly face? Roll her eyes or something like that. The reason I want you to take notes is imagine this is a movie. 你是导演，你要把怎么那个 emotional feelings for Lotus to show it out. 明白吗? So Hydra unwillingly moved a bit and did not say anything to welcome Lotus. So how are you going to do these expressions to show it? So you have to show in such a way, hi, you're back. Okay, so, okay. So you're showing that, no, Hydra is not happy. How you do? You know, like that kind of 女孩子都是这样的吗? They show the hair like that. Sorry, I got no hair, I know. 就这样。很像不甘愿那种。男孩子 don't do that. If you imagine move, you don't do this. Your teacher say, Yipo, something wrong on your hair? Okay, right. So if I take note of this, although they both dislike each other, but they did still become desmate. 虽然如此，他们觉得不喜欢. So you can change this into Chinese also, right? 虽然如此，他们不喜欢坐在一起，但是他们怎么做？总而言之，他们也是坐在一起 something like that. So this is a good. To take is considered very good, all right? So please do not start with sentence with and, and, or so. All right, it's not very nice to start with so. So apparently, the days went by as fast as lightning. So there's this lightning is supposed to be have and there, I forgot lah. So you are using fist pop. Whenever Hydrus was daydreaming, so can you put that daydreaming? Can you put this as building castle in the air? 做白日梦 right? Correct or not, Yifang? 医师对吗？白日梦哦。
做白日梦是对的 but I thought 做白日梦the translate is go to Gagarin.
Go to what?
It's daydream, idiots. Oh,
Oh,
oh yeah.
Don't use the word again. Huh? Yeah.
Because
daydream.
my teacher always said that like if someone is like daydreaming in the car, then my teacher will say like, "Hello, please come back from the Gagarin."
Oh, La La Land. Okay. Thank you. Yes. I prefer to use this.
And also epoch. Alex is back here to learn again.
Yeah, I prefer to say, 你去找周公了吗? You know what is 周公, right? Okay. So Lotus always peck on Hydra's shoulders. Okay, I want to skip this. So until here, see another long sentence here. Okay, sometimes Hydra stood up to answer the questions. You can say that unwillingly or not willing to step up, or you feel that very rigid, okay, regardless of whether it was right or wrong. So in fact, so instead of put the and here, you see got too many and. When the examiner sees this type of and is like you're telling them your sentences construction got a big problem. So the best is change word like that. In fact, or as a result. Therefore, use the magic words. You find 3 magic words. These 3 magic words will be very, very useful to use. Is I'm typing here in the chat group. VIP. Okay. Thanks. All right. Don't say anything from there. Huh? Okay. I'm supposed to give it to everyone. Not sorry. I copy again. I give to the wrong person. Should be everybody here. Okay, you fine. You're supposed to use these 3 magic words. Okay, it's very useful to use in your essence. All right, let's move on. So see me. Remember, don't put this. Grateful. At times, Lotus felt sad. Why? Hydra would comfort her and tell some jokes. Maybe at times, maybe you can say Lotus felt sad because you can say maybe her parents had to go overseas to work, or maybe her grandparents are not feeling well, or maybe one of her grandparents or her pets. You know what's the meaning? Kick the bucket, right?
No.
Kick the bucket 就是归奔了，上西天了。Okay, kick the bucket 的意思就是死掉了，死翘翘了 ，die already. Okay, seriously, kick the bucket is fist pop. Okay, so you learn something, you sure? So kick the bucket is die already, it's dead. Just like that, they both learn. Okay, I did not change this word just like that. It's like adding in more casual. Okay, you can say as a result or something like eventually they both learn from each other. Okay. And don't put this capital letter like that. By right, some teacher may disagree with Uncle Raymond's that DON/T, like this one, DON/T, or D. Do you see in the chat group? Okay, anything wrong is the same, right? It's the same. But my advice is, why don't you put do not? 你就加多一个字了。除非你是做 summary, then 你就用 don't. 明白我意思吗？ Because sometimes in the essay, you need to write 350 words, 400 words. The last time I heard from my ex-colleagues and friends who told me that the Cambridge got people who really count the words that you write, especially also in summary. Okay, so be careful on that. Just like that. Okay, so it's supposed to be plural, many tests. I hope all of you knows. I know this year Sec1, you may not have tests in the first 6 months. The end of the year, you might have this. You know what's the difference between test and exam? test 是测验 exam 是考试 all right test is called WA weightage assignment or assessment exam is the final one 就是最大宗的大型的 just remember test only 4 alphabet right examination the word is longer so you take more times to practice so remember so you have mid-year exam you have final year exam in between all the months from January to March from January to April or from July to September these are all the tests 记住
but they still take the mark for WA.
My dear, you are right, but unfortunately, I'll use the word unfortunately, the what do you call the CA or WA is only 30%. The exam weighs 70%, especially for those set 2, like Harry. Was Harry inside here? Did I see Harry here? Harry, are you there?
Sure, I'm also set 2.
How come I got only a few person? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Harry is here, right? Oh yeah, sorry, Harry, sorry. Because I see, yeah, for those set 2 of you, this year you are having streaming, right? So take note, even your CA, I got students say, never mind lah, a CA no big deal, I'll spend more time. No, don't have this kind of mentality. Always use the CA marks to boost up more, then you will have higher chance. And don't forget, the higher the marks, you will get the Eagle Awards and the bursary awards. Okay, you know it's bursary, $200 to $300 for Singaporeans and PR students. It's a lot, all right?
Sure. So if like, let's say I have a very good grades, that I can get the things that you said just now, I got the name, but I'm not Singaporean or PR.
这样我给你咯，他们不给你，我给你。
No need.
那我真的是有给学生 bursary 的，真的，我自己本身的。Okay, some of my students come from very poor family, or even not say poor family, normal family. They do well. This is not a challenge. This is a reward and awards. So yeah, seriously. Whether you get the reward awards is not important. Don't squeeze them, please lah. Separate them lah. Okay. Make sure that at the end of the day you leave a legacy. 你懂什么是 legacy 吗？ Do you know what's legacy? 就是流传百姓还是举世闻名 right? You leave your name forever on that, okay? All right, so let's move on. So the conclusion here is, well, guess what? And don't put the end. Hydrilla and Lotus became good friends forever. The mother ended the story softly. So 你看，终于他们两个都是一个好朋友。So the softly means it's really soft. Why? Because the daughter was already sleeping soundly on her lap. You will meet your best friend soon, just like me. The mother kissed the forehead. 我一直要问于凡，这个 story 是不是他妈妈是他妈妈是 Lotus， 那是 Hydrilla， 还是 none of it? Okay, you give the reader a suspense. Okay, that is what I mean. Content-wise, yes, I love the content. So in future, children, the 6 of you, when you're writing this kind of essay to me and submit, I will put I'll put content, 就是那个 story, the structure, 就是你的 paragraphing, and how you organize your 12 to 15 words, and of course your grammar, all right? So I think 29.5 for a Set 1 student to start off is considered very good. Keep it up. Okay, so this is Yufan's essay. Okay, let's move on to this one here. Please, I want you all now, buddy, can you just sit on my side because you won't need to write now, okay? You need a pen and paper. Please take note here, please, okay? And the 5 essay questions, you're supposed to hand it to me by next week, if possible, by, what do you call? By next week, okay, I need to mark on that. So now let's go through the revisions about a checklist here, about how to check on the good characters. I think this is a revision for last week, lesson 2. Adjective, mood, characters, behavior, and dress code. So just what you find is written in the essay, we talk about the adjective to describe Lotus and Hydrilla, and the mood, of course, the characters and behavior, but the dress code, you did not mention much on that, right? About how they dress. Because from the dress code, sometimes you can tell the persons whether you come from what kind of status of the family, the rich or the poor, or what kind of is it very fashionable person? All right. So take note of this one. Now you guys have to please right now. I know you maybe have these slides here. Okay, this is how, can I use Yufan's essay as an example? So title of your essay will be The Two Best Friends, for example. Who will be your main characters? You know, that's the two and the mommy and the teachers and some of the classmates here. Now think note about the atmosphere. Okay, that's what our dear friend Yufan did, climax and plot. Where do you find that the climax went up? This is where I think Hydrella, the teacher asked Hydrella to sit together with Lotus. And this is where they develop a very strong bonding, develop a very strong understanding, develop a strong appreciation, whether become from a very normal or maybe an enemy become a good friend. 所谓我们讲不打不相识, that means you know you must go through a lot of ups and downs, then you become good friends. So yep, there's a climax and plot and the rhythm. Yes, paragraphing. And then fifth spot, you do that right just now, out of the blue, kick the bucket, building castle in the air, a ping of hell, for example, spelling and vocab, okay? There are about a few thousand words that you know. For a student like all of you, by the end of set 4, you must know at least 10,000 vocab words. Seriously, right? Don't tell me 10,000 就是 is, us, were, apple, orange, banana, durian, all these words. Huh? Okay, it's the words that is like sophisticated. Deja vu. I think some of you heard deja vu. Okay, aspirate the corpse, things like that. All right. Abhor, abhere. These are the words there. And finally, conclusion, your essay, how you conclude. You find if you can, the last paragraph you can add in 1 or 2 more sentences will be good. All right. So you say, I hope you can find your friend. Then maybe Lotus woke up and opened his eyes. Oh, mom, you end the story. Yeah, well, I love the story. And I think I do have a friend similar to this story. I will do my best to help her. So yes. Oh, yeah, this one is very important. Write down at the end of every paragraph, you must have the moral of the story. What has the reader learned? Just like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Cinderella, Three Little Pigs, Pinocchio. Pinocchio in Chinese is 小木偶。有些人是叫做小木偶，木偶历险记 something like that. Okay, my time, my time 是这样讲，木偶历险记。Or all this story at the end, like of course 小木偶end up it become a real boy. So 记住 the conclusion of the end of the story, you must show something. You don't say and finally 全部都死掉了，死光光了。The end.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, 我鸡蛋，我跟你讲，我过去那边，我跟你讲啊，我去找你。Don't write this kind of story, please. Okay, write something that is that the readers and the examiner will like it. Must have a good ending. Remember that, huh? Must have a good ending. Okay, of course here, why is the main characters acting in this way and behaving like that? Right? You talk about it, you share with it, so you know that who is the good. Is there any bad guy in your story? To me, there's no bad guy. 对. Yeah, the only bad guy, in fact, there is a bad guy inside there, which we cannot see. 就是他的 the characters. There's a wall, a curtain block them. Okay, sometimes when you're in set 1, you do not want to meet some of your friends because you're new to the environments. The antagonist, that part is is your own self. You cannot open up to others. So take away this antagonist. Antagonist use it against you, okay, against something. So how is the atmosphere going to be developed along the way in the story? What will the plot going to be like? So Yufan, your whole story has met this why, how, and what. Okay, well done. Okay, Yufan, just a quick one you can type and share with us. How long do you write this essay? You can type and how long do you write this essay? 1 hour? About 1 hour? You are planning, okay? So this is what I want to tell you. Remember, the more you write, the better you are. Like usually now you share with me. That day I was sharing, just to update you, I was sharing the mantou. They were very surprised and they Google it. Oh yeah. Oh, the one I just saw this mantou, things like that. Okay, so thank you. Let's move on to this one. Take note of this one. Now, Hydrella and Lotus. Were there a start and up? Okay, remember this one. In any of the creative sentences or creative paragraph or creative essay, whether English or Chinese or in your own life, 我们有上有下, there's always up and down. Okay, for like Cinderella's stepmother, he started from nothing, but because he married the Cinderella father, he controlled everything. That was a pit. But at the end of it, 他一无所有是吗？have
一无
nothing，
所有，对的。
一无所有，对啊，一无所有，两手空空，两头不到岸。That means it's at the end of it, it's like a catastrophe. At the end of it, of course, the stepmother, what have you learned from here? You see, Cinderella used to be very good because he come from a rich family, but unfortunately, after her mom passed away, the father remarried, and then he go to rock bottom, being disturbed by, tortured by the stepmother and the two sisters. I'm just giving an example here. Okay, they end up, he married to the 白马王子, which is called the Prince Charming, and live happily after. You see, the moral of this Cinderella means that don't do bad things, don't bully others, always believe in your faith, always believe in hard work, always believe in discipline, always believe there is a miracle, always believe that there's some things that when you work hard, there will always have a positive result. We did it. We went through it in 2020. Okay. And now the Chinese New Year is coming. We know that certain group of people cannot visit here and there. Okay. And the police and even the civil defense or even social distancing ambassador will be very busy going around to ensure the safety of everyone. Because we don't want to go back. Remember, we don't want to go back this part here at the end of it. Okay, we are at the peak here, but we want to maintain. But what goes up must come down in our life. But we want to maintain as long as it is. Now, to be honest, Singapore has enjoyed 50 years of success. Lee Kuan Yew, before he kicked the bucket, before he passed on, people ask, can Singapore last for another 50 years? I would say yes, because leader like you, because 50 years, Yu Fan, Yi Shi, Yi Bo, Liang Ning, Harry, Ming Yu, all of you about 50 years, 60 years old. Okay, you see through how your grandparents and your parents work hard for it. But your grandchildren may not see the kind of suffering that your grandparents or your parents went through. Any dynasty during the Tang Song Ye Ming Qing in China or in any Europe, you study history, one day Singapore will also fall, to be honest. When? I don't know. Hopefully the day I kick the bucket, I don't see. Okay, but as far as I'm concerned, okay, what goes up must come down. Seriously, right? Now, Sec1 is a year of like honeymoon period because you don't have exam. And I hate the system like that, to be honest. I prefer exam, okay? This is my old school of thought. So you have to take note, when you write a compositions, it's the same thing from now on, guys. Take note now. So Liang, maybe you can help next Friday. Whatever you learn here, you also fall back to your comprehension skill. I'm not sure your teacher has told you about the text B and text C, the comprehensions. Text B will be a friction story and text C will be a non-fiction passage. So whatever you look at it, there will always be a setting, who is the main characters, how the atmosphere, and how the paragraph flow from one paragraph to another, and finally the conclusion. Okay, always take note. And summary, always in text B, would like to have some conclusion to tell you the pros and cons of pollutions or global warming or things like that. Okay, so take note of that. What you learn here is not just creative like writing. Then I'm so sorry. I will not do justice to you. 对你不公平了. Okay, 我们要举一反三. We have to learn to use it 3 times much better than this. Okay, let's move on to here. Okay, Yu Fan, this is what I meant, okay? That little girl is Yu Fan, okay, sitting there. Okay, 笑笑，不要这么 stress. Okay, so this is the one, guys, ready? I want you to tell me what is the difference between narrative and descriptive. You see, what is the difference between narrative and descriptive? You can type it here if you want to. Anyone, just tell me, what is the difference? You can copy the link and put it inside. The link is there, right? Padlet here. Before I go and back and tell you what is it about. Hey, I can't open the chat now. Can you, when you type, can you just put your name beside it so I know who you are? Narrative are your story where you are telling or recounting to someone else. Well done. Well said. Yes. Guys, take note of this narrative and descriptive. Not only set one, you'll be all the way to your even your university. When you do your presentations. So you must die and take it. Okay, you see there's this narrative, once upon a time. Hey, where's my blue one you jump about? Okay, later we're going to add this story. There's this little game that we're going to play. Okay, I am Mingyi. Yes, thank you, Mingyi. You can use background scene to describe the setting as an introduction. Awesome. You can also use slow motion and show not tell slow motion. When you say slow motion, what you mean by slow motion and show not tell strategies? I know roughly what you mean by that, by not telling strategy, but maybe your classmate may not understand what you mean by slow motion. You can use dialogues. Where are you? Okay, narrative. Who is the one? Oh, Ranjan. Okay, thank Harry, right? Narratives are a story when you tell, where descriptives are story, that's not necessarily have to be you telling you the story. Yes, agree. Thank you, Harry. Who else? Yang Ling, how about you? I think creative writing is important. No, this one is not. Okay. I need to reorganize all this here. Okay. Yipo, how about you? Okay. Okay, it's to tell someone or something that happened. How about narrative, people? Okay, this is the answer from your classmate. Huh? Hmm? Any more answer coming in? It's okay if you don't know. A narrative is a story that is supposed, is it? That is spoken. Okay. Carry on, come on. Okay. Yes, carry on. Absolutely agree. Next time, if I ask about ATA, if I put ATA with you, it means absolutely, totally agree with you, okay? I will use the word ATA with you. Some more, Yang Ning? The rest, you can still continue typing it, huh? Yes, I agree with you, Mingyi. I think slow, you can use this as slow motion. Are you talking about slow motion? It means it's to gently describing the scene and showing that you slowly introduce it, okay, to your readers along the way in your rhythm. I guess it must be like that. That's all, Liang Ning. That's it. How about descriptive? The good thing is, thank you very much. If I can see your face, I know that you are typing and thinking, so I will give you some time, okay? Really fun. What's the difference between narrative and descriptive? Narrative is someone talking. Descriptive is describe. So when do you do that? So why do we need that in an essay? Because you're going to use it when you are doing presentation for your history investigation, geography investigations, or even your futures presentation in the JC or Poly, or even in university, or even your real life. You are the marketing and sales manager. You are the finance manager. You are the HR manager. You're the CEO of a Tesla or Alibaba like Jack Ma. You need to narrate certain product like Steve Jobs or the CEO of iPad or the CEO of Samsung to introduce a new products to the world. First, you describe or should you tell a story? Thank you so much for coming in, all these ideas coming in. Thank you. Okay, Harry, you've done a good job. So Mingyu, you done it. Okay, Liang Ning say that a narrative is a story that is spoken or written by the reader or the writer. A descriptive is a more precise. I like the words, Liang Ning. Well, I like the word precise. Maybe you can add the word precise. Can you type in precise and concise description in the compo? Precise and concise. Okay, thank you. Have you heard about the elephant? Yes. 瞎子摸象吗? Mingi, are you talking about this one? No? Elephant child, oh sorry, I don't know. I thought you are saying the
is 盲人摸象。
盲人摸象啊，哦，盲人摸象，对，4个字，瞎子摸象。诶，瞎子好像我听过 ，OK， 不用紧。About 明玉 you're talking about elephant child 啊 ？By who 啊 ？Sounds very by Rudy. Oh, not really. I'm so sorry. Maybe I will later go and check it out. Oh, Kipling. Yes. Now I remember. Yes. You're cool, man. I can't really remember the story about it. Yes. Can carry on typing. Yufan and the rest of you take note now. The narrative and descriptive is very important in your literature book. All right. So for example, 西游记, is it a narrative or descriptive? Wait, don't give me answer. 水浒传, is it a descriptive or narrative? 三国演义, the romance of three kingdoms, is it narrative or descriptive? I use these 3 books, I don't mind. And I hate the last book, which is 红楼梦. I don't want to talk about that books because I don't like that book. Because that guy will go around at home, don't know do what. Sorry, I never agree with that kind of stuff. Or we can use Shakespeare, Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet is another, no, I don't like. Merchant of Venice, the boy in the pink striped pajamas, something like that. Toto Chan.
The boy in the striped pajamas.
Striped pajamas. I always confuse that, no? This is not the first time my student, I got student, uncle, can you just for goodness sake, write down? I say, I don't bother, okay? I got one time street pink pajamas some more.
There's a cartoon called Banana in Pajamas.
Oh yeah, B1 and B2, right? Banana in pajamas. 一波, 你做 B1, 我做 B2. Then Liang Ning will do the other one, okay? All right, thank you so much. Okay, so thanks for this. Yeah, okay, yes, we use that. This word here, we can talk about it later, is under the figurative of speech there. Thank you, Mingi. Okay, so let's go through. Thank you very much for all the sharing here. All right, so let's go through. Later, we're going to do the blue one. So we only got left in about half an hour to go. Let me go to where is my lesson plan here? Okay, let's go. Now, the narrative paragraph here, this type of paragraph is tell a story. There's a sequence of action. Write down, please. Can you draw your foolscap paper into half? One for narrative, one for descriptive. 明白吗? Okay? Or if you are in your laptop, you can use your Excel spreadsheet to do it. Are you showing me, my dear? Yufan? No, right? You know what I mean, Yufan? 把你的卷子, 你的纸什么? Foolscap 分成两半, two sides. So narrative is about sequence of action that is a clear beginning and middle and end of paragraph. So narrative essay is a piece of writing that narrates. Just put that. Narrates means to tell the story. Okay, it can describe a writer's personal experience or imaginary incident. A good narrative essay writer can make the reader feel that he's writing about a true incident. Like for example, you can say in Chinese. I always like to see those Chinese those ancient movie. 话说从前，在一个很远的山上。Or maybe say, once upon a time, there lived this old man with no hair on the head. His name is Uncle Raymond.
He used to have hair on your
Thank you. 谢谢你的夸奖. At least you say I got enough hair. I got my students say no matter I talk, my hair will start dropping. I'm so sad. Okay.
At least you have hair.
So I didn't say you have enough. I just say you have.
Okay, thank you. Enough of that. I should not do mention that. Okay, once upon a time, there was this little boy by the name of Yi Bo. He will be happily going up to the hill with his girlfriends to carry a pail of water down. By the time he came down, the water is gone. I don't know how come. Okay, so something like that, okay? A narrative essay contains a plot. Remember just now I showed you this one here, the plot here, okay? The story things, all right? So next one is that setting and character. So you see, by the way, this is copied from somewhere else. Just want to show you. Some narrative essay writers use dialogue. Well done, Yufan. You mentioned about, okay, please sit next to that girl, right? Remember the English teacher say with firm voice. Luckily, Liang Ning was not drinking at the time when I said the other way around. Okay, some example essay taken on, okay, here. Okay, now my second explanation is very important here. I'm going to read it. A narrative or a narrative essay can be defined as an account of an individual experience. This explains a person's experience that has a significant impact on the individual life. For example, some of you, your grandparents will share with you, maybe not your grandparents, it should be your great-grandparents like my grandfather. He shared with me how the Japanese occupation, how the Japanese slaughtered the Chinese in Singapore, how the Japanese took away his bicycle shops and things like that. How my father told me how the Japanese killed the innocent life and things like that. This is the first-hand information. Okay, so when you go to, I'm not sure whether you all have the chance to go to Asian Museum this year for your history investigations. Then you will see some of the William Farquhar or Sir Stamford Raffles who wrote some of the things and showcased in the museum. Okay. It can be a journey, a special day of such a first day in school or one's marriage, an unforgettable day. A narrative also can be in the 日记簿, a diary. This highlights that though through a narrative, the individual can express and share something special with the readers. A narrative, this is the one, entails a sequence of events that are often related in the chronological order. A narrative can be presented in the first person narrations that use words such as I, myself, me. Remember that, huh? Reason I'm sharing you this is not just to read for fun, guys, because it also reflect in your comprehension passage about fiction book. Take note, because it's important. Okay, because you will know whether this person is the first person experience or not. However, a narrative can be in the third person as well when relating a story. That means, for my case, so the third person is me. I'm telling you that how my grandfather went through the war and things like that. Okay, not the second person. That this will have various characters and special plots surrounding that story with you. A narrative allows reader to comprehend, means to understand the point, attitudes, perspective, and constructive. This is where Yufan's stories comes in. The mother tells the story. Even maybe the mother might be the lotus. Okay, might be the lotus, but then again, please do not go to the palette anymore. Please come back to this one. So the mother might be the third person voice to share the story, or it might be later on, the daughter will share the story later on with her daughter, which is the lotus granddaughter example. Here, it allows the reader not only to be a part of the experience, but also understand the personality of the narrator. In social science, narrative are usually used, which is something like social study. You will learn it in your set 3 later on. Okay, empirical evidence means it's a very strong evidence. It is very important, especially in the court case. 法官大人，我想邀请第一个证人. I want to, Your Honor, I would like to bring my first witness to the stands to this. So what have you seen, Yi Bo, when you saw Uncle Raymond running naked in the Orchard Road?
What?
Just kidding. I'm drawing your attention. Yeah, what? Oh, I can't believe it. I thought he was doing ballerina with the tutu running about, but then later I'm so surprised to see that he's doing it. Is he doing for a charity? Something like that. Okay, just kidding. Is to draw your attention here. Okay, so next one. This is narrative. This is descriptive. Okay, it's describing. It's just like in your PSLE, you do your science. Okay, you have this section B, right? Describe how a magnet works. Describe how the forces work. Describe what, oh, you all don't do habitat now. Describe how this, describe the three matters, M-A-T-T-E-R, solid, liquid, and gases. So descriptive essay is a piece of writing that includes a lot of description. This is the one you need to use a lot of adjective, okay, need to use a lot of strong vocabularies. It's the same as narrative here. A descriptive essay can be about a person, a place, an object, or feelings. Wait. Excuse me, uncle. Isn't it the same as narrative? Yes. In fact, narrative and descriptive can put it together. As what I think Mingy or Harry was saying, that you can describe at the same time you can talk about story. Well done. Huh? And take note of this. Huh? It's a person, object, feeling. In this type of essay, you can describe essentially the 5 senses: sight, smell, sound, taste, and touch. Exactly. Okay. Like for example, you describe, your grandmother might describe her recipe to you, how to cook a Japanese curry, or how to cook some Chinese dishes, Chinese New Year dishes. Okay. So the word is called vivid. Vivid means very bright images. Can you write down? Vivid means very bright, very clear. How you say in Chinese idiom? 一目了然嘛，可以这样讲吗？ Okay. So common descriptive essay topics include this one. This is how you describe. Second explanation is, unlike a narrative essay, a descriptive essay is used to explaining or describing a place, a person. So you can say describe a haunted house. But before you describe a haunted house, you can say I used to be this person's. Have you watched the movie called Jumanji with this The Rock inside there?
No.
Jumanji Part 2 or Part 3? Yeah? I think it's Part 2, right? Yeah, Part 2. Jumanji, you will know what it meant, that it described the old house, how you get the things. Yes, it's a game. Yes, I like the movie. I have been watching a few times. The plot, the story, the setting, and you know the ending, right? The old man, he was a horse, right? I think a stallion. It's 一只马，一只马吗？我叫一只马还是一匹马 ？Okay.
一匹马。
一匹马，对对，谢谢。The horse was actually an old man and the other old man, and finally these 2 old men want to stay back in the game, because they used to have a misunderstanding, something like that. The moral of the story. Yes. So it's not only narrative, but also describing the whole game. I think that is you go and watch this movie during your Chinese New Year if you cannot go out anywhere. Jumanji is a very nice movie. Of course, if you want to watch another, but that one I'm not sure is RA for you or NC-16, or it's called The Assembly. Okay, it's a war movie, very nice. Or if you want to watch Hacksaw Ridge, it's also another war movie. It's a doctor in US, a true story, that he went to World War II to fight with the Japanese in Iwo Jima, an island. 他连一支枪都没有带 Seriously.
Oh, I know that.
他连一支枪都没有带 and he was being bullied during the training. He said, you don't even want to hold an M16 rifle. How are you going to defend and protect your friends during the war? And guess what? It was so true story. At the end of the whole movie, I was really crying, literally crying. Okay. And when the end movie ended, he was still alive at that time. He was shown in the TV series. And guess what? He saved 73 persons during the war. 800队山东兵队 800is one of them. Yes. That one was also another nice movie. Okay, seriously. This one, the head story is 73 and even helped to save a Japanese soldiers. Okay. All he did was he was carrying a very small Bible because of his religions. He cannot carry rifle, but he want to do something for his country. It's called the Hacksaw Ridge. It's NC-13 or NC-16, I can't remember. But to be honest, if you watch the movie, you understand how ugly the war is. Another movie is Saving Private Ryan, also a NC-16, but the movie tells you how ugly it is. And it's also narrative and descriptive. Why? Because at the start, this old man went to a mass cemetery. And these are all the soldiers who died for him, who saved his life. Okay, why? Because Saving Private Ryan's got 4 brothers, including him. The first 3 brothers was killed in World War II. So the whole country make sure that this Ryan will come back home alive, so 他可以传宗接代, so that he can leave behind another person. Okay, that's how touching is. So it's a narrative and descriptive. Okay. Okay, unlike a narrative, we explain, describe, and even emotions. Yes, that's what descriptive is about. So an essay can fill in with narrative, descriptive, and explanatory, as well as recount. Okay, then you make a story. In fact, I would say Yufan is having all this inside your ingredient. Seriously. 你会不知不觉啊，我写了这样的作文吗？ Yes, this is what I meant. There's certain part describing the characters. You narrate, which is the mother, and then you talk about explain how you develop the characters. At the same time, you recount back, ma. I hope you will find a friend like this by recounting the story to tell the daughter. Maybe 之前他的女儿可能有遇到一个问题，可能 like she went to Sec1, he encounters bullying, he encountered nobody like to friend her. You know, there are some, I cannot use the word IDI or something that word. There are some students like that. You know, I got one student in my school. He used to have some muscle deformity. He can't walk well. He's always on wheelchair and crutches. Initially, nobody helps, but later, because it's a Christian school, we came together and helped him. You know, because of his handicap, his immobility, he cannot go to second floor, third floor. So usually Sec4 are always on the highest floor. But because of him, the whole class had to go to the ground floor. And our assembly is on the first floor. So we do not have a lift. And then we have to slowly climb up. And always as a discipline teacher, either I help him to carry him up, or his 3 friends can. Initially, we have to carry him, literally carrying up. Then later, he was so determined. Mr. Shang, I can do it. I can walk up myself. And in year 1, his mate have to stay in school and help him. In year 4, he's all alone. Guess what? After he graduated, I met him in one of the NTUC Fair Prize. He saw me and told me he graduated in a diploma in some gaming or some diploma courses. So I'm describing to you and narrating the story and recounting that, you know, everyone, if you and I are normal persons, please do not try to do your work. This Zachary, my ex-student, never tried. I got this student also autistic. He never tried. So bring some story that is called fables. 就是好像狼来的故事, about how grandfather tell you honesty is the best policy. All these starting introductions must be very important. Don't fall down, you bomb 下去，我跟你讲，你完蛋，你的 back hurt. I got one student in school sitting the chair, turn, plastic chair broke, the whole thing went through his back. Okay, I'm telling you, be careful, huh? Don't seriously, especially you are so big size. I'm not saying you're fat, huh? I'm saying you're big size. Okay, 你坐下去，整个倒下去，我跟你讲完蛋啊 Okay, all right. Using the SSMC highly descriptive. In some cases, descriptive essay fail to present their totality of sensory information, only confine the description. That's why I say, just now, Yifan has described about the person, the character attitude. So the eye rolling, the ugly face. You see, the ugly face told me as a reader, and it's part of the literature that 他不喜欢跟他做朋友. The expression tells me the emotional feelings told me already, even though 我没有看到. So 当你要拍这个 as a movie, you have to show that the feeling. So why some movie cannot do it so well? Some movie can say, 你不要死，你为什么这样？你死得好惨。Yeah, thank you. 难道你这样的吗？你死得好惨啊！你不要死。I tell you, the 导演 say, excuse me, cut. Okay, get it? So you have to show, this is what I mean by descriptive. Now look here, this is very important. What's the difference between a narrative essay and a descriptive essay? The key difference is, and no, that is a joker, thank you. The key difference is that a narrative essay is designed to tell and inform a complete story, while a descriptive essay is meant to convey an intense description and paint a picture of a particular place. This is what I think Mingy mentioned about slow motion and strategize it. This is what, correct me if I'm wrong, Mingy. I think this is what you meant, and yes, it's similar to what it is. A narrative, just 等一下我就给你看那个 example, okay? All right, thank you, Mingy. Yes. I like all your participation. Well done. Okay, write down this. What are the similarity difference? Very important. Similarity differences between narrative and descriptive is that descriptive essay explain, remember, using the 8W and 1H. Why, how, when, where. For example, descriptive essay is about a tree. Would explain what it makes of, why it glows, when it grows, and so on. Just like in your science textbook. or watching a National Geographic program. A narrative tells the story in the sequence of events just like this one. This one I want to skip first. Later we'll do that. Okay, let's talk about this. What is the difference here? Definitions. Take note now. A narrative can define as an account of an individual person experience. That's narrative. 就是一个人 your first-hand information. A descriptive essay can describe an account that provides, that's what Ming is mentioned. He give you, it was a bright and sunny day. I was lying on my bed, enjoying and nagging myself and chill, GG, FML, WTF, whatever you want to use those words. Then suddenly, there's these little things on my shelf drop down. I pick it up. I saw this old photo. It was me, my grandfather, and I. So is it a descriptive or is it a narrative? Right? Get it now? So do you want to continue to read the story? Content relates to story. A descriptive essay merely describes something or someone. It does not have a story, but only highly descriptive. So I'm describing the sun. It was a hot, sunny day. Then suddenly I saw this old taunted photograph drop out of nowhere. Maybe the wind was so strong, it blew, and then my book dropped. I picked it up. Then I was doing spring cleaning. Then suddenly I saw this old photo of my classmate. But this friend of mine is gone. You heard about this thing called flashback, right, Liang Ning? Right, flashback, yes. I tell you what, flashback 就是讲回顾以前的 story, which is the assembly, the movies talk about it. So it's a very good things to use flashback, okay? So point of view, later you're going to do that in the Padlet. A narrative mostly use the first person narration. Remember, a discrete essay does not mostly use the first person, but it first describes. You see, it was hot and sunny day. That's all. It's just describing that. A narrative is full of action as it relates to the story. It's consequently used, which I'm going to show you later in that slide. However, this quality cannot be seen in the descriptive. Okay. The order itself, a narrative follows a logical pattern, which I show you later. However, in the case of a descriptive essay, you describe the whole thing. Remember, describing the whole thing is give you a more vivid, more brighter plot and characters. A narrative has a plot, a number of characters will evolve. But a descriptive, no need to have plot. It just describes inside the narrative. Now, this is what I mean here. It looks very big. Anyway, it's inside your Google Classroom. You can take a look, but I will explain more to this. But we would like to do a little practice. Can you copy down this one here? This is your homework. Of course, you are so good, you can do all the 10 questions. If you don't, okay, there are a few ways I told you. You can do all, you can do, don't do, you can do some. But if you think you want to do all or do a few, you can do it like draft 1, draft 2, draft 3. 明白我意思吗? Then you use the narrative and descriptive, okay? This is explanatory. You may not use this until set 2 or no, set 2 student Harry and Mingi and Yishu. I'm not sure your teacher start with this one here. So it's a bit complicated because it might involve some of the things here. So explains how you take note. It's like how the global warming. Do you agree that we need to do? Okay, for example, cloning and war. Which one do you think is more serious to human beings? Okay, so this one I want to talk about. Haven't yet, huh? Because this one is where you will link all the way to your set 3 and 4 and all the way to your university. Because explanatory essay is quite tricky, need a lot of strong sentences and words because it's talking about debating. Okay, it's like agree and don't agree and things like that. And sometimes it might be a hybrid essay, argumentative, descriptive, narrative. Okay, so I don't want to spoil and to kill you off. Let's go to this one. We go to the Padlet now. Okay, I want your guys to continue the story here in the one in blue. Can you see the blue? Let me read to the whole class. So I want everyone to write a few sentences. I will ask you who to write first. So if I ask Liang Ning to do second paragraph, you have to do it. Then I ask Yifan, I ask Yibo, I ask Yishi, Harry, and Mingyi. Once upon a time, there was this old tree. in the middle of a big open field. An old man, not me, don't smile, I'm not that old yet. 我虽然我才25岁而已 Okay, don't laugh, okay? An old man came to visit the old tree. It seems like this old tree is about 100 years old. Whenever this old man, that's me, felt lonely and miserable, that's me, he would approach the old oak tree and sat under the tree and touch the tree bark and started to talk to the tree, as if there was a way both the old oak trees and the old man could communicate with each other. Just like me, 你好啊，好久不见了，我来了，别来无恙. Can you imagine the old tree? What's up, man? What you want to tell me? Maybe the old tree has seen through a series of World War I and World War II, and around him there's a lot of trees that are being destroyed because of situation, industrialization, sorry, or it might seem because of pollutions that caused the whole entire field wipe out, only left the old tree, or is it because people are going to start to build houses, which is your geography? Okay, maybe you're describing the place, you know, Chernobyl in Russia, the whole city was having nuclear because there's this nuclear disaster. The whole town is like a ghost town,整个地方, you plant anything, it's all radiations. Okay, that's bad. Okay, so Liang-Ning, can you continue the story from here? While the rest, you wait for him to finish, then Yi-Po, you'll be the second one, okay? Then followed by Harry, followed by Mingyu, and followed by Yishi, Yifan, you will be doing the conclusion. Okay?
Teacher, the story you're talking about, is it in the Padlet?
Yes. Are you in the Padlet now, children? Yes, right? Yeah? I want you to do it.
The problem is I don't see it.
Huh? You don't see in the Padlet?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it in your screen, but wait a second, let me reload.
Reload, okay. All right, so Liang-Ning, can you start?
I saw it.
Okay, so continue from there, because I want to use all the 6 of you here with all your permission and your copyright. I'm going to show it to my next week's lesson set 2, okay? So let's go.
So, do I just write the
Yes.
continuation, or do I just like copy paste there?
No. Continue from there. So you see the ... right? With each other ... right? You continue. Okay. Next paragraph. Let's go. About 3 to 5 sentences will do. Then followed by who? Yi-Po, right? Yi-Po, your second, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Come on. We got about 10 minutes. All must complete. Are you typing inside now, Liang-Ning? You sure? Are you inside now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you shift your narrative essay to the top?
No, just leave it there first. Never mind. You just continue the story there. Okay, usually later you will be adding on the next paragraph. I think you're on the number 4. Okay. Are you typing? Type inside. Okay. Don't mind type inside. Hurry up. We only got a few more minutes to go. So while waiting for them, you can come up your own narrative inside. What do you think the oak tree will talk to the old man? Is there any conversations? Is there any fish spot to use? Is there any adjective, or is there any descriptive that the old tree would like to talk to the old man, or vice versa? Liang-Ning, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to type, but not ready. Like as in finish.
It's okay. It's okay. You just put it inside. Whoever continue from there, he must get the idea from me and from you. So the first one type is easier. The last one will be more tough, but it's okay. You can change the whole story. This is how I teach my students. So everyone will have a chance to add in they call the insertions of paragraph with creative ideas. Okay.
Wait, so what's going on now?
OK， 就是说每个人就会写一段那个 paragraph 放在里面。那个你看到那个 Once upon a time 啊，那个蓝色的 the blue color one.
Yeah.
So yes, Liang will add the second paragraph where Yibo will be the next paragraph. Harry, right? Harry will be the next, and then Mingyu, then followed by you, and then finally will be Yunfan, sorry.
So we
wait for him first. Yeah, wait for Liang Ning. Yeah,
okay.
wait for Liang Ning first. 加油, Liang Ning.
My name is your favorite student.
No, you must add inside here. Add inside
No,
the
no,
blue.
no, the title. So I'll just let you guys look up for it.
我找不到嘞。
I see.
哪里？
Right there.
Do you type? Do you remember the day you were born? Is that you?
I'm refreshing the things where? Don't have it? No, do you remember the day you were born? Okay, the old man asked. Okay, very good. Put it inside in the blue one. Come on, put it inside there. I want to put it inside, please. Well done. Good one. Okay, why can suddenly just hang there? Yes, come on. Can I put it there? Let me refresh again. Liang, put it inside in the blue one, can?
You do realize that we can't edit your things, right?
You add in, man? 没有啊?
I can't edit.
You can't edit ah? I thought you can add in eh. Okay, never mind. Where is yours? I let add in for me.
It's only copy and extend post.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Where is yours? Where is yours?
Code again?
It's on top there.
You know what? Just type in. Just type in I am Lang Ning in the. Just press Control F, right, and then type my name is Lang Ning.
Hey, can we go to the Zoom there and do it? Not? Can we go to this one here? Give me a minute. Since here got a big problem, cannot add in, so don't waste time. Give me a minute, guys. Can we add into the whiteboard there? Are we able to do it on the whiteboard? Can we do here? Can you all type something here? So, and by right, you all need to know all these idioms. Let's put it here. Okay, can we type here? Are you able to type here, Liang Ning? Are you able to type
Yeah,
here?
through the annotate function, you see.
Okay, go. Go.
This is the test, you see.
Okay, go. Yes. Okay, go. Type it in. Type the what? When were you born? Something like that, right? Just now. Go. Come on. We got 5 more minutes. Hurry up. Are you typing?
Yeah.
But
you
I
won't
don't
see it for now because it's one shot.
Oh, okay. Just hit enter. Next will be Yibo, huh? Yibo, are you there? Oh, okay.
Sure, I'm there.
Okay, come on. Sorry, I had to rush you because I got another class at 3. So after that, I have to go and do my makeup. What's wrong, Ivan? I got to put my mascara, my lipstick. Yes. Come on. I got to dye my hair to put purple. 焕然一新. Come on. Liang Ning, can you hit enter?
Yeah, I don't know how you like to work, but for me, I prefer to silent.
Huh? Sorry, I didn't hear you. I think the line was
For
not.
me, right, I actually prefer to work in silence.
No, can you type it inside because the next person.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
So
Thank
you
you.
see, I'm gonna add on.
Thank
so
you.
Don't do anything.
Yeah. So that's all right.
No.
Any more to add?
I will write a literal entire compo in a paragraph, but.
Okay, let's now move to Yibo. You continue from there. Do you remember the day you were born? The old man asked. The old tree said, yes, I do. So Yibo, how are you going to continue this story? Carry on from there. You see my cursor move down already, right? So Yipo, your turn. Thanks, Langning. Yes, of course you can go.
Type?
You go to Langning. Is it annotate? Is it?
Do I just say to you?
Is it go to annotate? Then tag the word text. Yes. I also remember the day the Japanese invaded. Okay, thank you. That was from Liang Ning. So Yipo, continue the next paragraph.
So how to annotate?
You still see the word? Okay, you have to learn. I also have to learn. Sorry. Do you see the word on annotate on top? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
No.
At the share, is there an annotate there? Wait, oh yeah, I can't see. Where is it?
No.
Liang Ning, where do you get the annotate?
View options.
View option, huh? Where's the view option? Oh, view option, yes. Under the view option, yes. There's a word annotate. Yes, correct. Do you see that, Lipo? On top of your screen, there's a view option.
I just found it.
Found it? Okay, go. Okay, the rest, go to the view option and annotate, okay? We might be a bit longer to this lesson, but I want you all to type it in there so it gives you an idea how we share this and how we're going to make this. Yes. You found, yes, correct. Yeah, correct. That's why you know how to do it. Huh? So in the future, if let's say the Padlet is not working, we can do that. So Liang Ning, you can use this later on when your classmate has put it inside. Okay. Harry and Mingyu, you understand how to do it. Yipo, are you typing?
Yeah, and I'm thinking about that.
Must be fast, huh? Sorry. I also remember the day the Japanese invaded. Okay. The word remember spelled wrongly is okay. Never mind. We move on later on, then we change it. It's okay. Yeah, this is something like that the old man want to talk to, and maybe the old man might be missing his family member, and he wants to recount how the Japanese had killed his whole village, for example. Correct now? So thanks to learning the ideas. Yipo, are you done? Next will be who? Henry, right? Henry, your turn.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, then can you hit enter? I can't see anything inside there. Yes, thank you. How do I move here? Can you move how was life like that time? Okay, so this is what you, by right, yes. Okay, next, Harry, your turn. Can you move that sentence over there? It seems like you're not moving there. Okay, Harry, your turn. So you say, how was life like that time? So how was life during the time when the Japanese invaded this place? So Harry, your turn. How are you going to reply this? So there's two conversations already. So I don't want, if possible, don't want conversations, and just say that then the old trees begin to share or describe. Harry, are you there? Harry, your turn. Yipo, you can mute your mic. Thank you. Thank you, Harry.
Yes, I'm trying. Yeah,
very good. Right now. Yes, you did not try. You are doing your best. Good. Like I say, I don't like the word try because I know you're doing your best. Good, Harry, carry on. The old oak tree said, or something like that. Ding, ding, ding. Next will be Mingyi, then followed by Yishi.
Sure, how do I get there?
你去那个 view option，你的 desktop 上面有一个 view option 吗？ You see a view option there? On top of your screen, there's
you mean keyboard?
Not keyboard, on the screen. On your screen.
Zoom?
On the screen. 在上面那个 screen 那边不是有一个you see the word participant check share screen? You go all the way up, there's a small word called view option. 有吗？ You are viewing Uncle Raymond's screen, that one. Then 旁边不是有一个 view option?
Like this?
Are you there? You saw that there's a zoom ratio. Yes, you're typing something. Yes, I see the uppercase, lowercase there. Request remote, annotate, exit full screen, side by side mode. Okay. Yeah. 这是你 type 的吗？医师？ Yes, okay, okay. Now we are waiting for Harry. Harry, the old tree. So I think Harry is typing. After Harry will be Mingyi, continue from there. Then after Mingyi, Yishu, you will continue from there, okay? Then finally, Yunfan, you will conclude the story, okay? So your ending, roughly, you know already, Yunfan? Roughly, you know what this story is going to talk about. It's about maybe World War II. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Okay, don't move my things there. All right, thanks. The old tree said with his soft and low voice, it was a mess. Everything was a mess. All the buildings were torn down. It was almost like a doomsday. I wouldn't dare to think about it. It scares me. Well done. Well done. Okay, you've done a good job. Okay, so I think the how was like that one is followed by this. Next will be Mingyi, your turn. Thank you, Harry. Through the conversations to the dialogue, actually is a narrating. At the same time, not only the narrating to the old man's, but it's describing it is so terrible that he can't even dare to think of it. Okay, Mingyi, are you there? Yes? Next, your turn, huh? So I hope you know how to use the annotate. So guys, your classmates have already put in all this here. There's two options for you. One is to use all this, whatever you have done from your classmate, continue the story. Two, if you don't wish to, you can complete from there with each other. The old man could communicate with each other. From there, you complete your story. You need not have to write 3,000 to 4,000 words. Maybe a short one, at least 300 words. If I'm not mistaken, for set one is about 250 to 300 words. Okay, so of course, the more you write, I'm happy. Just like Yufan, who wrote the essay, is definitely more than 250 words, all right? Mingyi, are you done? Okay. So, Yishu, 你懂怎么做了哈 ？Once Mingyi 做完了，你 continue from the part there and see whether how you're going to describe and narrate the story. Is this Mingyi? Oh, this is Yishu哈 ，Never mind, never mind. 就是说，当你Mingyi 写完那个 paragraph 的时候，你接下来你觉得他的想法、他的 narrative and descriptive 是怎么写的 ？So for example, as I was walking down the road， 接下去Yishu你怎么写 ？Don't try, don't try, don't worry, just do it. It's okay, no need to sorry. Oh, okay. So for example, okay, Mingyi, get ready to write down. I will help Yishu. Okay. So how come you can change this? Okay. Well, let's wait for Mingyi first. Okay, Mingyi. Thank you. Not only did the Japanese destroy past tense, not only did the Japanese destroy everything, but they took away every resources. I was once a healthy tree. After the war, all my fellow trees also were being chopped down one by one to use it for what? To burn, for cooking, something like that. Okay, thank you, Mingyi. Next, Yishu. How are you going to continue from there? All my kind were chopped down one by one. I felt, you can say, I felt very sad. Or I felt lucky that I was still alive, something like that. Yishu, 你明白吗？就是 continue from what our dear friend Mingyi has stopped. Yeah, from here, correct. Let's go. Yufan, get ready your conclusion. 慢慢来，不要紧张 don't stress, don't stress. It's okay. Yes, continue. Just come on your own idea. It's okay. Thank you. The rest of you have done a good job. I know this is the first time we do that. In future, we're going to do something like that also, okay? I know this cannot be used in your school because it's very tedious and laborious and very time consuming because some students may not be actively involved. They will be laughing, playing away. So yes, you need a lot of concentrations to focus and to quickly come up the ideas. 你有没有听过煮豆燃豆萁，同是根本生？医师啊，医师在太哦。于帆，你听过吗？
七步诗歌。
对，你看在七部里面，那个曹操的弟弟啊，还是曹猛，还是曹什么？
儿子。
他不是七部里面，他一定要 come out the诗 right? If not, the brother will kill him, right? So can you imagine within 7 steps, he have to come up this to ensure that I have no interest or anything to take over your empire or your kingdom. Because I'm just your brother. Okay, so this is something like that. Those days were the darkest day in my entire life. Awesome. L-I-V-E. L-I-F-E. Carry on, carry on. Come on. You should go. Good. Yifan, by now you should roughly know how you end your conclusion. Huh? Maybe you can tell the old man and say, yeah, but at least you have me with you. My days are numbered. Doctor recently diagnosed me that I'm the last stage of cancer. That's the reason here. I'm here to talk to you. And the old tree say, don't worry. Take this leaf. Then the old man say, where do you got this leaf? It was given by Su Wukong. Oh. Then what about the Zhu Pa Jian? He's too lazy to give me anything. What about Tan Shen, Sha Zhen? They are busy away doing something. They are playing Minecraft. Awesome, Yishu, well done. Yes, come on. Bring in your juice in, come on, your creative juice, yes. By right, it should be all past 10 now because it's over already. Okay, so never mind. The days were the darkest days in my life. You know, at that time, I was just a young tree and I was very, somebody go and topic the fall of Singapore. Mingy, you're brilliant, man. We got the setting, we got the main characters, we got the atmosphere, we got the rhythm from each by Dr. Yi Po, Dr. Henry, Dr. Mingyu, Dr. Yishi, Dr. Liang Ning, and Dr. Yifan later on. Oh my goodness, my laptop is going to run out of battery soon. Well done, guys. Yes. Whoever ticked there, Mingyu, well done. Yes. The fall of Singapore, yes. You can use this for your HI now, no? Your teacher will be very impressed by using this, no? Stop making so many tick, my dear. I'm confusing. Stop making things. Thank you. It's okay, yeah. Okay, give me the last sentence issue. So sorry, it's time running out. I don't want to take out too much of your time. So Yifan have to add in. Okay, take away the take.
How do you spell abandon?
A-B-A-N-D-O-N. A-B-A-N-D-O-N, yes. Okay.
A-N-D.
Hey, somebody send me something. The green bio. Okay. Next, Yifan, get ready, your conclusion. Thank you. Yifan, your turn. Leave this tick there as it is. Mingyi, thank you very much for organizing this. Seriously, thank you. Okay, and bring down the things so that I can see the topic, the fall of Singapore, if possible. So, Yifan, your turn. How you conclude? Well, I'm going to conclude by saying Ipo finally has done it well. Oh, yes. Okay, come on. Yifan. Are you typing, Yifan? Yes. Once you're done ready, I'm going to end the lesson soon. Okay, it's not moving. If you find, are you typing? Are you typing? Because my laptop something hang. Okay. Okay, don't the rest don't touch anything. Let you fun type in. Okay, Ken. I only got 15 minutes to take my break. Okay, so don't mind. So copy down, take a snapshot of the screen here, but of course I will save it in this and then I'll put it in the Google Classroom. All right, Yifan, have you done? 你 type 完了吗？不用写太长，差不多就可以了。But I like the title, so the fall of Singapore. Wow, through the narration between the old tree and the old man. I never think of this title. Well done, Mingyi. So next week the lessons will be covering more on writing the characters. Okay, and at the same time, if can, whoever finish your essay, we'll go through the essay with the whole class. 一帆不好意思，我真的要 rush 你一下哈，因为我怕。
Also, for our homework, do we continue with this?
Yes, please, if you can. And of course, you remember those the narrative and the one. So they got a few things to do. I will put it inside later on the group chat. I mean, so in the classroom, Google Classroom, to tell you what are the homeworks. Okay, so don't worry. This is one of them here. I want to see how you're going to put it in as a narrative, descriptive, and some of the using the FISPOP if possible. 一帆好了吗? Can you just hit enter because I can't see where is it? Oh, so it's very cramped. No? Can somebody help me to arrange it?
No, teacher, only you can arrange it.
But how do I do it now? Yifan, did you put that? That's all now, over now. The only thing left is peace. Is that the one you're writing? Is that the one you're writing? That's all right. Okay, Ken. So I will just stop there. So this is stop sharing. Okay, guys, thank you so much for this one today lessons. Okay, and for next week lessons, we are putting the homework there. Okay, thank you, Harry, for the more details. And of course, the rest, I know it's very rushed. Next lesson, maybe we'll get one essay and see how we're going to do it. Or maybe I will see how it goes, okay? Because it's good that I can see all of you, that kind of last minute, you put in all your efforts to write the sentence. My advice is if you can, sometime you can write 1 or 2 paragraphs, then we share it. Then during the lesson, you all can type it in, maybe in the chat group and share with the rest, okay? So I see you next Sunday, 1 o'clock. Okay, all the best.